Croatia has opened its first video game museum in the capital Zagreb. It showcases half a century of gaming history from early 1960s computer systems to the arcade machines of the 1970s, all the way to modern home consoles and mobile gaming. The interactive exhibit in Croatia's video game museum are proving a hit with young visitors. Tourists are also crowding in to take a nostalgic trip down memory lane to see what their parents or grandparents played. The museum is the brainchild of retired game developer Damir Slogar. He's a Zagreb native who worked for some of the world's biggest gaming companies in Canada. He also founded his own studio, publishing hundreds of games, including the hit mobile franchise My Singing Monsters. After selling that studio, he returned home and conceived the idea to turn his private collection of games and hardware into a public museum.
I'm really impressed with everything in the museum, and I think I know the reason. This is my first project in my whole life that I'm doing without any constraints. There's no deadlines, there's no budget, there's no publisher that dictates what you want to do.
Now a reality, the museum sprawls across 3 floors and some 800 square meters. The exhibition tells the story of video gaming from the 1960s to present day. It has arcade machines, vintage computers, box games, and rare consoles on display. Visitors can play many of the games themselves, including the original 1971 arcade game Computer Space, considered the first arcade machine ever made and a direct predecessor to Pong. Middle-aged visitors are drawn to the 1980s home computers like the Commodore 64, Amiga, and ZX Spectrum. Meanwhile, younger fans are fascinated by the 1990s and 2000s when 3D gaming took off with the original PlayStation, Nintendo 64, and early handheld consoles.
60s and 70s exhibits, I think it is also very popular because this is the part of the museum where you can see a lot of things and a lot of hardware that you cannot see anywhere else, and people didn't even have a chance to see when they were younger. So a lot of other eras like 80s, 90s, people will recognize a lot of these things.
Slogar says the museum shows how the industry evolved differently in Europe and North America. He hopes it will inspire both longtime gamers and a new generation to explore the roots of modern entertainment.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.